Hey Run Junkies, I've gotten a lot of great feedback from you all month long about this vlogging every day thing. I really appreciate the positive feedback. So for today's Random Monday, I am going to answer the question, how hard is Vlogtober? So why do I do this to myself? Why do I vlog every day? Well, there are several reasons to it. The first reason is that I get a lot of great suggestions from you guys, and then I get inspired by other vloggers and other sources. And so I'll find ideas that I can't necessarily plug into my normal upload schedule, which is training tips on Tuesdays and then my personal running updates on the weekends. So I pile a bunch of those ideas together and I throw them into one big month when I can kind of play a little bit more. This month, for example, with Wine and Dine coming up, that's a great example of how I can fill in some of these extra days. But it challenges me to keep the camera out and get more video, not just my normal, bookshelf and running videos. I can just take more video and I have more to work with. And it allows me the challenge of doing something different or tweaking an editing thing here, or the bookshelf, just redoing the bookshelf just kind of helped me look at this a little differently. Going into a vlogging every day kind of month like Vlogtober though, for me requires a lot of planning. I've done it where I've shot, edited, and uploaded a video every single day, and that was too much of a challenge. I like to have a plan and have a little bit of a head start going into the first of the month. So way back in July, I started kicking around this idea whether or not I was ready to do another vlog every day type month. And I promised myself that if I couldn't come up with 31 ideas for October, I wasn't going to do this. It was mid-September before I said, okay, I think I have enough content to do this. So the first step is to plug an idea into every day in the month. So I'll just lay out a whole list of every day and what day of the week those days fall on. So when I'm planning the month, I will use kind of an alliterative concept based on the day of the week, which at least helps drive the content for that particular day. Then once all 31 days are filled in, I start planning and execution. Okay, so before I talk about the shooting process, I want to tell you a little bit about my camera gear, my equipment, anything that I use when I'm actually shooting these videos. There's not a lot to it. It's not high tech. So the main camera I use for most of the bookshelf stuff and for most of my outdoor stuff when I'm just walking around and showing you my neighborhood, I use the Canon G7X. So this is my view when I'm shooting a video. So I look right into the camera, I can frame the shot fairly quickly, and that's it. I mount this on a Manfrotto tripod. It's a very professional, very heavy looking tripod. So that is my main camera. For outdoor stuff, I will just mount the camera on top of this and, hold it out and talk. So this is my Joby tripod. I will use this almost everywhere outside. Then I use, for a lot of my running stuff, I will use my iPhone 7 and it does the job. But I will mount that on the Zhiyun Smooth 4 gimbal stabilizer. I'm not crazy about it, but because it's very heavy, but all of the buttons are on the front. If you connect the phone via Bluetooth, then all of this works together very, very well. It unlocks and then you can, move the camera around that way. So that is what I use on my runs along with my phone. I do have a GoPro Hero 3. I have used it on a couple of occasions. Because it's a much older model, it doesn't actually shoot in the aspect ratio that I like. I get black bars on the side. I haven't figured out how to change that, if it's even changeable, because I've tried. So I don't know if I'm in the market for a GoPro upgrade. As cool as they are, I like having the Canon for a lot of this stuff. So that's my camera equipment. Now, you probably didn't notice I didn't mention lighting. If you want to know what my lighting looks like, that's my lighting, okay? What you're seeing right now is natural light through 4 big windows that are south facing. I have can lights and incandescent lights, and that's really it. That is how I control my lighting. If it's a beautiful day like today here in Colorado, not a cloud in the sky, this is the perfect weather to shoot. If it's overcast and cloudy and consistently gray, then the lighting is still consistent, it's just a lot darker. But if it's partly cloudy then the lighting will change throughout the course of the video. So I have to be very careful of the days I select to shoot. So the best process by which I have found to be successful at this vlogging every day is something called batch recording. I got this idea from watching Amy Landino. You can check out her channel right here. In fact, it's because of Amy Landino that I actually started vlogging in the first place. But here's how batch recording works. What I will do is plan out, I will write a bunch of scripts. And yes, I do script my videos ahead of time because my brain doesn't work in a linear fashion. So if I can script it out and I can stay on track, then that's what's best really for you guys. So I will script 3 or 4 videos at a time. When I have 3 or 4 videos lined up, then I will shoot as many of those in a single day as I can. Once I have a batch of videos shot, then I will go in and edit as basically as they're needed to go up on YouTube. So I'm gonna walk you through the actual planning process that I use throughout the week because I like, while I have it on a digital format, I like using my whiteboard just to kind of keep me on task, because if I look at the whole month at once, I get really overwhelmed. So really I look at about a week out and then I will deal with the next few days and then work from there. All of this got done, yay, bye-bye. So as you can see, this is quite the list of things to do. This is what I want to get done this week. This is a lot. Then down here, this is for next week. This is really, I want to get to a point where I can at least shoot some of this stuff by the end of this week. There's a challenge with that because my son is out of school all day Friday and all day Monday and Tuesday. So mom hat is going to be on, which is why I really want to get a lot of this done before the end of the day on Thursday. It's a lot to do. So hopefully this will get done. Now some videos take longer than others. I think the hardest video that I've done all month long would be the metal pockets video. I really was happy with how that came out, but that was a lot of work. First of all, I did not know what I was doing going into shooting that video. As of October 1st, I had no plan for that video. I knew that I wanted to make them. In fact, if it weren't for Laura Bowers over at Joyful Miles, I would have totally forgotten that I wanted to do that video during Vlogtober. So I had to completely redesign the thing and I didn't know how I was gonna do that. So between making the mock-ups and working on it and going to the fabric store and doing all of that, it was about a week in production. And it was a lot of work to set up each shot, to make sure it edited together to make sense. The virtual guide, the corrals and bibs, those videos are a lot of research heavy. Like I had to figure out how the new guide laid out. That was a couple days in production. But then there are some videos that come together very easily. For example, the safety video was really just a couple of hours and from start to finish. Once again, I want to thank you guys for all of the positive feedback you've been giving me all month long. You've definitely inspired me to up my game. So I do appreciate that. It is a challenge, it's a personal challenge for me. I am a one-woman show, so it becomes taxing when I'm up against time constraints, but I really do feel like this is a positive challenge for me, and it just helps me stay consistent with the content that I'm giving you. It means so much to put all of this work and all of this effort into it, and to notice that you guys are enjoying it and having a good time with it. I really do like vlogging every day. That being said, I cannot keep this up. There are a couple of you that said, hey, why don't you keep this going? And I will be glad to get back to my normal 2 videos a week schedule in November. So that's gonna be it for me today. What do you guys think? Would you be willing to vlog every day in a single month? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. As always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Vlogtober continues tomorrow. Yep, we're still going. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the positive feedback. Until tomorrow, go find your awesome and happy running. I gotta get back to work.